Welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, Timepants, and today we are going to be playing a little bit weirdly. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, my audio capture is not working. I don't know when it stopped, but I'm using OBS, and for some reason, I am not getting any sort of audio recording. So it sucks because, losing the smooth baritone of Wayne June, the voice of the ancestor, that's awful. That really is unfortunate. He's part and parcel of the Darkest Dungeon as a product. So I am not sure what I'm going to do. Obviously I'm going to lay down a background track because, it would just kind of be weird and sucky to play this in complete silence and all you end up hearing is my voice, because that would make this, without question, the worst, the absolute worst episode ever. I'm going to try and get this resolved as quickly as I can. I really apologize. I'm sorry about this. That kind of took me off guard, so please forgive me. Good Lord, what is that? That is Samuel Smith, Old Brewery Tadcaster, the famous Taddy Porter. So perhaps you are familiar with Samuel Smith. He is a friend of the show. Often shows... Oh my God. Day 7, we tangled with some unruly louts. Raven, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I think we have read that one a few times. It's mercifully short. I'd love to see more just like that. Or, better yet, I'd love to never see that again. But yeah, it sucks to not have any audio, so I really apologize for that. I will figure something out so we can have some joyous sound here rather than just listening to me drone on over complete silence. Good Lord, how awful would that be? Yeesh. Okay, so future me has already solved this problem, so there's no need to keep harping on it. And I'm not sure how to handle this. Like, part of me wants to mark, but I felt like, there was a chance we could have gotten a crit there and maybe gotten the Fusilier. But this is good. Yeah, we've got everybody stunned in the first round. Perfect. So one thing that I think is going to be a major asset of this party is the pure and simple fact that we have a ton of control. We have crowd control coming out our ears. And I love an opportunity to use the Abomination's vomit attack. I'm sure it has a better name than that, and it fails me at the moment. But yeah, marking is good here because we're guaranteed to get him in a position where we can actually get some value out of that, because the dot kill is going to ensure that we don't have a corpse, and here he is dished up in ranks 2 and 3. So we should be able to make fairly short work of him. I think this is probably a little bit needlessly conservative, but I was thinking that this, just enough, this might be sort of a good opportunity for us to maybe get a little scummy here in the early going and hopefully kind of ride that scum momentum or scumentum all the way into the late game here. And I am starting to see a very severe deficiency of my setup. Like, that's bad. Yeah, we're out of space already. Our inventory is packed. Shit. I guess I would have loved to get some scouting there to know if this is a good idea, but let's just free up some space. And I clearly over-prepared for this, and it's looking like we're probably going to toss a lot of our very, very expensive provisions in rather short order. That's really devastating. Yeah, I'm not happy about that at all. What am I happy about? Well, this is a well-rounded party. We have, yeah, like I said, we have so much crowd control. We have light mark synergy, although I don't think it's really too much of a, yeah, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that out of all the characters, the bounty hunter gets the absolute most out of a mark. So yeah, if this is a mild mark synergy, it's definitely the least mild. It's the spiciest of the mild mark synergies. It's sort of a Serrano. Um, we're not really getting into the habanero or the Buta Jolokias, aka ghost peppers. But yeah, I think we will definitely get enough of an opportunity to make some good use of the bounty hunter here. The other thing is, and this is something that I just thought about, by the way, I think, hey, how about that? That's good Trinco management, isn't it? Yeah, look. So, okay, so this is going to keep the stress that we incur to a minimum here for the occultists camping skill. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, it just occurred to me. We actually have another synergy that's worth talking about, and that's the fact that the bounty hunter being sort of the quintessential get bonuses when conditions are fulfilled class, like we're gonna get some pretty good synergy out of stun. Like hitting stunned targets with finish him is going to I am so sorry. It's going to really give us a lot of value for it's going to give us a lot of value for fairly little investment. I mean, crowd controlling via stun is something that we're going to do sort of as a matter of course. And if I can really only say one bad thing, it's that honestly our hunter might be a little bit too fast. Like the other party members might not be able to stun, and then he is able to get a turn before the enemy comes out of stun. Because it looks like, for the most part, well, how do I want to put this? Yeah, for the most part, we're stunning them, and then at the end of the turn, they come out of it. Oh, nice. And we're not really getting the bounty hunter in there with like a chance to interrupt, which that could, I don't know if I want to say present a problem, but that could bode ill for what I think should have been a cool synergy. And yeah, this is actually hurting me. This is cutting me deep in my soul to be leaving this much treasure behind. And I mean, like, I hate throwing away those bandages. I'm sure that we'll get some value out of them. I really hate throwing the torches away, but I don't think, as long as we're, that's what I wanted before, good about managing our camping, we should be pretty fine as far as like, I hope that's not inviting disaster. But yeah, as long as we are sensible in our camping, as long as we try and glean the maximum amount of value out of getting our torch fully restored after each camping session, we probably will be able to get all the way to the end with the number of torches that we have left. It's not a guarantee, especially since the corridors now have variable length and they seem to be on average it seems to be on average a longer journey from room to room than it was before. So, this really hurts. This hurts me so much. But I mean, we need to make sure that we're taking the heirlooms. Like building up Yeah, building up the hamlet is one thing that I think is really going to be crucial to our medium and long-term success with this speed run, especially since the speed run seems to kind of be running out of gas here. Like, I think I need to be a little bit bolder in trying to maximize the amount of value that I get out of each mission. Like, if we are not getting an end game trinket, or a trinket that is going to carry us through a lot of kind of crucial situations, I think we need to take the mission that is going to maximize either the amount of heirlooms that we get, or like the amount of experience points that we get, because yeah, right now I'm a little bit concerned. We're probably going to be fine. That was sick, by the way. We're probably going to be fine, doing these long dungeon runs here, and just using them as an opportunity to build up our characters. But I think we are basically in a situation right now where, for this speed run to actually be fast, to actually be a speed run and not just a brisk run, we're probably going to have to concede that we are not going to, we're almost certainly not going to be taking level 6s into the final boss fight, or into the final darkest dungeon runs. They're probably going to be comprised of level 5s, and that scares me because, the potential for things to go wrong is very, very high, and each individual dungeon run, although it's not New Game Plus hard, it's really, really going to ramp up. And I think it's easy to forget, especially in the early going, just how hard things turn out. But yeah, I think that's something that's going to have to be a game day decision. But once we hit like week 20, this is, we're officially in crunch time, because to finish by week 35, by week 20 we have 10 more runs. a little bit of trivia for you: 20 weeks plus 10 weeks is 30 weeks, and I want to give myself at least one chance, or at least one reprieve for potential failure with the darkest dungeon runs, because I think I have a fairly good grasp on how like Darkest Dungeon 1 goes. Darkest Dungeon 4 is pretty straightforward, and it's honestly, as far as final boss fights go, it's pretty forgiving. But I was really actually hoping for a kill there. But Darkest Dungeon 2 definitely has a high potential for disaster, and more than that, I feel like Darkest Dungeon 3 has so much variance. Like, you can manage to slip through without, please, that sucks. You can manage to slip through with fairly, that was pathetic, with fairly little resistance if you manage to take the right path, and we will take the right path, and manage to avoid getting into situations where you get teleported and really start losing a lot of time, especially getting teleported into fights that you can't really prepare for. You're coming out of a rough fight because those beholders suck balls to fight, and then finding yourself in another battle almost immediately is that could be catastrophic. So I want to give myself at least 1 week for Darkest Dungeon 2 or 3 to fail. hopefully not both, because then we miss our deadline and we're fucked. But yeah, let's give ourselves the best chance to win. And yeah, I need to redouble my efforts to try and actually get some value out of these weeks, especially this right now. Like, I don't feel too bad because like the trinket that we're going to get is a fairly good kind of mid-game Arbalest trinket. So yeah, this is an example of what we should be shooting for, I want to say. All right, so this is another opportunity for the Barf attack. And yeah, I think Rampart is the clear best choice because, yeah, the cultist basically loses 2 rounds. And good lord. Sorry about that. Yeah, the cultist basically loses 2 rounds that way. And with Blight on top of that, I think our occultist can probably safely land a kill with just his mark if need be. Or, the Abyssal Artillery is a pretty appealing finisher here. Beautiful. Oh my god. I can't believe that. Like, god damn it. I really, really wish that those were inverted. But I am leaning on the Barf. Like, thank you. Vindicated. Vomicated. Vomited. God, there's something in there. But yeah, this is going really well, and unfortunately, it's going so well that I am kind of at a loss for what we do our inventory situation. We are overloaded, but we're starting to get to the point where we need to maximize the value that we get out of each inventory slot. And camping logs, food, yeah, none of that's really giving us a ton of value. Yeah, we definitely overprepared, and I burnt up way too much gold just preparing for this run. Fortunately, this is a chance for us to make one more spot at least, and yeah, I don't really see any reason for us to press our luck and feast, because we still do have a fair bit of dungeon to go, and I certainly don't want to end up like starving in one, or God forbid, 2 hallways. That would be crushing, especially for a run that's going as well as it is. And I think we're probably poised at this point to come out of the dungeon with maybe, hopefully, 0 stress on like at least 3 characters. I'm kind of dubious at this point if the Man-at-Arms is going to be able to get out of this without enduring any more stress. I should have gone in here when we were still at Blackest Pitch. That sucks. And then to get nothing and eat 7 stress, that's really bad. Yeah, we're going to be leaving behind a lot of valuable curios, I think, just purely on the basis of, well, having had to throw away all of our really nice... This sucks. Having had to throw away a lot of our really nice like consumables or provisions that we would have otherwise gotten a lot of value out of. That seems to be the word of the day here is value. So I'm going to let you think about that for a minute while Samuel Smith and I have a frank discussion about strategy. I agree. Drink more. So this is looking really good. Like, I'm a little bit disappointed at the amount of scouting that we've gotten, and we've spent a lot of rest time with the bounty hunters, plus scouting and plus surprise attack. And we have, to be fair, we have managed to dodge ambushes pretty well, but I don't think we've gotten a single surprise round since... Yeah, I think we just go ahead and take the kill there. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten a single surprise round since the... Yeah, since we started camping, which... That completely sucks. Man, yeah, that feels like a giant waste. Like, yeah, I maybe this is a little bit greedy, but yeah, we've got enough firepower here in the front row, and yeah, we're basically poised to close that fight out one way or another. Oh God, okay, like what do we ditch? These crests are so important. Like every single town upgrade, I think without exception, requires them, and some require an insane amount. Like, what, the 3rd level armor smithing and weapon smithing, it's like 60 each. And that's, non-negotiable. We absolutely have to get at least our weapons up to max level. Really, we want to get, guild, weapons, armor, like skills, weapons, armor, all of that we want to get maxed out. And I mean, we're probably going to have to buy our trinkets. That sucked. Oh my God. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to stun the cultist brawler so we could scum this round, but yeah, I think we're actually probably just going to have to close it out. But yeah, I think we are going to find ourselves in a situation where we basically have to buy some of the trinkets that we just can't seem to find anywhere else. We don't really give ourselves a ton of opportunity to get a lot of value. Like I said, and it's the magic word for today's episode. Yeah, we don't really afford ourselves a lot of opportunities, and I think this is something that's kind of easy to overlook. Like, I think this is something that I definitely didn't consider. But 35 weeks is not giving yourself a lot of opportunity to find those trinkets. Even in New Game Plus, you can go up to 85 weeks. It used to be 91, but they decided that's too easy. So yeah, you can get 85 weeks. That's basically double, like 2.5 times what we're giving ourselves with our self-imposed limitation here. That's a lot of chances, especially in those higher level dungeons where you tend to spend a bit more time. It's a lot of chances. You buy yourself a lot of tickets in the lottery to find an opportunity to get one of those elite trinkets. And now we're basically always going to have to sacrifice something. Either we're going to have to sacrifice what might be an ideal opportunity to get some experience, or we might have to put off fighting a boss when it's a good chance for us to get a lot of heirlooms, get one step closer to hopefully getting those final boss trinkets here in the ruins. And we're always going to have to make a decision on what we value most. And I have to admit, I don't think I'm qualified to make that decision. Like, holy shit. It's going to be a tough call in a lot of cases, because I really want to get 4 sun rings. That's, I think, going to be a huge asset. At least 3. It will be a huge asset for us to be able to always be fighting with that big accuracy and big damage buff. To have that reliably, that'd be really nice to have. But if we find ourselves in a situation where we have to buy it, buying one of those trinkets, that hurt me, by the way. buying one of those trinkets is going to be like 7,500 gold, maybe more. And, yeah, deeds are an heirloom that we cannot walk away from. They're so expensive to like trade heirlooms for. And yeah, they're absolutely critical for getting our armory built up. So yeah, it sucks to basically have to abandon not only our trinkets, or good lord, to abandon not only our torches, but to lose the, say it with me, value of our trinkets. Yeah, losing the sun ring and losing the ancestor's candle it's going to make things harder, especially since we no longer have the benefit of any of those really nice camping buffs. We're losing the scouting, and our scouting is going to be getting worse with every step we take, with every move we make. We won't be watching them. Like, we're almost guaranteed never to successfully scout pretty much after this. This might be our last chance to open up some of the map, and we didn't. Okay, I'm really glad that I didn't ditch the shovels before. I will admit, there was a part of me that was saying, like, you haven't seen any obstacles yet. You don't need the shovels. What are the odds that you're going to have to go all the way to the very end of this hallway, like all the way to the terminal? Come on, the final room battle is definitely going to be before the last room. Shit. Yeah. This is gonna suck. It would be great to get 2 kills here. I can't believe it. That sucks so much. I think our abomination actually does have like fear of beast, which you can tell really. God damn it. Like, I know you're supposed to be the spooky guy and not like the big tough fighter, but holy shit, man, I'm really gonna need you to contribute a little bit more than you have been. That sucks. And yeah, we are, oh, of course, now you get the killing blow. We are staring down the barrel of what could be potentially, what could potentially be a, I don't want to say a stress spiral because that would be a little bit extreme, but yeah, a test of resolve, definitely for our man-at-arms, is on the menu right now. I don't know if we're going to order it, but we might get our hands forced. Yeah, I think at this point we probably need to do what we can to scum up the rest of these battles because, yeah, if our man-at-arms does fail a test of resolve, I really, oh thank God for that torch, I really would hate to find ourselves in a situation where he does, jack up the party stress level to 50s across the other 3 characters. Like I said, I think a stress spiral is extremely unlikely for the situation that we're in. But I mean, look, right now, we're in the darkness. We could still get ambushed, like right here. Thank God. Okay, jeez. Yeah, this is a fight that definitely has the potential to jack up all of our stress levels, like through the roof. Getting hit by these maggots sucks. They don't crit a lot, but when they do, that just heaps on the stress. And I think, I think that was probably the right idea, to just get out of the fight as quickly as possible, but that could have been an opportunity to get scummy. This is a chance for us to get a little bit of healing out of that food. Obviously, if we get a hunger event now, we're fucked. I mean, we're just gonna have to, pardon the pun, eat it. But fortunately we didn't, and what are the odds that the last room is going to have the final room battle? Yeah, I'm really worried now that what had been a promising run is basically going to be doomed to mediocrity. Like, yeah, we very easily could walk out of here with a couple of characters with stress in the 50s. And our man-at-arms definitely is looking at getting out of here in 60s plus. Yeah, I didn't even realize our abomination was that bad off. And we don't have any reach to... Yeah, we don't have any reach to try and get that courtier, and that's more stress. That really sucks. This should have been a slam dunk. Like this, I can't believe it. Yeah, this absolutely had no reason to get away from us and for stress to pile up this much. I feel really embarrassed. I feel like we did not really make the most of things here. And if we get critted, I'm going to be so salty. All right, with the situation we have here, I think we're going to take an opportunity to just scum up a little bit. There we go. All right. I was really hoping that was like that heal from our occultist was going to, maybe, hopefully, like crit and get some health back, but yeah, that did not go well. That was not a good run, and we left a ton of money on the floor. I think ditching treasures was absolutely unavoidable. Like we just found so many treasures. We had so many curios that we could actually get something out of, if not maximum value. There's that word again. And yeah, I think we were always going to be dumping treasure, but to dump our provisions indicates a real problem on my part. So I need to get better at budgeting, and I think maybe I was just being a little bit too cautious. But that said, decent enough run. I'm not going to say good. Certainly wasn't great, but yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Some of these trinkets look really good, and we'll see which ones we get next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.